Supreme Court has begun and is currently hearing the petitions challenging the special intensive revision of electoral rolls being carried out by the Election Commission in Bihar. A two-judge bench led by Justice Sudhanshu Dhulia are looking after the proceedings on SIR-related pleas. Now, the Supreme Court has questioned the timing of the special intensive revision months before a crucial assembly election in Bihar. And the Supreme Court noted, and I quote, "Your exercise is not the problem, it is the timing." Justice Sudhanshu Dhulia stated, saying individuals who might be dropped from the list would have no time to appeal the exclusion. He added, saying there is nothing wrong in the exercise except that the person will be disenfranchising ahead of the election and he or she won't have the time to defend the exclusion before voting. This comes after one of the petitioners, senior advocate Gopal, argued the revision is arbitrary and discriminatory since it forces voters on the list for over a decade to re-verify themselves. So those are the arguments that are coming in. Joining me on the telecast is Sambhav Sharma. Sambhav, what exactly is the current update when we're talking about the hearing on the Bihar electoral roll revision?
Well, absolutely. It's around 1 hour and the hearing in the top court of the country is underway and very crucial questions are being asked by the bench led by Justice Sudhanshu Dhulia. And initially, the arguments were made by the counsel for the petitioner, which include many senior advocates like Gopal Sankaranarayanan. Then after came senior advocate Kapil Sibal, who vehemently opposed this particular exercise of the Election Commission of India. And then senior advocate Abhishek Manu Singhvi, who questioned this exercise on the basis of the basic structure of constitution in a way, saying that it is a kind of violation of the basic structure. In a way, the Keshwananda Bharti case he talked about indirectly, because the basic structure of the Indian constitution is very prime thing in a democracy, and the Supreme Court has laid down many parameters in that Keshwananda Bharti case of 1973. And senior advocate Abhishek Manu Singhvi talked about the basic structure, questioned this particular exercise on the basis of basic structure of Indian constitution. And then Supreme Court also questioned the particular, different petitioners as to why are you questioning this particular exercise in a democracy. It is important to do certain kind of exercises, and also there are certain powers of the Election Commission of India. And then came the turn of the Election Commission of India. Senior advocate Rakesh Dwivedi is currently arguing in the Supreme Court for the Election Commission of India, and he is putting certain very important arguments before the top court. He is questioning that how can an exercise which is a right of Election Commission of India in a way that it is Article 324 of Indian Constitution, which is also it's a constitutional right given to the Election Commission of India. Can't this exercise be done when it comes to under Article 324 of Indian Constitution? So this is what is said by Rakesh Dwivedi. And here bench has questioned Election Commission of India, and I am quoting, and there are three important things bench has asked, and bench has said, Justice Dhulia has said to the Election Commission of India that the things which you'll have to answer is, one, there is no question that this issue is an important issue. So bench is agreeing, that no doubt about it, and that is why somewhere it is around 1.5 hours and hearing is still underway in the top court of the country, and Supreme Court is agreeing, the bench is agreeing that there is no question that this issue is an important issue and goes through the very root of the democracy. This is what is said by the bench led by Justice Dhulia, and Justice Dhulia is putting his arguments and questioning questioning Election Commission of India on several fronts. And but he is agreeing that this is no doubt an important issue. Two, it deals with the basic root of the democracy, and three, it is about the right to vote. Again, a very crucial thing which is said by the bench. And now Justice Dhulia is saying that they are challenging, as in the petitioners are challenging, not only the powers of the Election Commission to do it, or challenging the procedure and the timing. Again, this is what you were saying earlier also, that the bench is questioning, our bench is rather quoting the petitioner and saying to the Election Commission of India that they are not challenging the basic power of the Election Commission. They are saying they are challenging the procedure and the timing of this particular exercise just ahead of the crucial Bihar elections or state assembly elections. So they are questioning the timings. This is what is said by Justice Dhulia. Again, Senior Advocate Rakesh Dwivedi for Election Commission of India is again saying that the preparation of electoral roll, the entire control over it and the entire supervision over it is with the Election Commission of India, and with the passage of time, it needs revision. So the Supreme Court, Justice Dwivedi, Senior Advocate Rakesh Dwivedi is saying that it is crucial, it is important that this exercise should be done, and it is a constitutional right of the Election Commission of India to do this particular exercise. He is quoting Article 324 of Indian Constitution to do this particular exercise. So these are again very important arguments. And also now Justice Dhulia is saying that they are, as per the petitioner, see when certain this kind of hearings happen in the Supreme Court, generally bench quotes the petitioners to the other party, and that's how the arguments are being made in the Supreme Court. And likewise here the arguments made are, Justice Dhulia is saying that they are saying that is being undertaken by you is neither summary revision or the intensive revision, but it's special intensive. See this particular name of the exercise, SIR, special intensive revision, which is not in the book. See, that's exactly what petitioners are saying. Justice Dhulia is just quoting the petitioners here and questioning the election commission to clarify it in detail about what do you mean by special intensive revision. Why this is special intensive revision? Just to clarify this, because this word SIR, special intensive revision, is not there in the rule book, is what is said here. And what are you questioning now is citizenship. So this is what is said by Justice Dhulia, and in a reply, Senior Advocate Rakesh Dwivedi for Election Commission of India is saying that Election Commission is one constitutional body, again the same constitutional body, because it drives its power.
All right, we'll continue tracking that, but thank you so much for joining. Meanwhile, some breaking news coming in. Senior Advocate Rakesh Dwivedi is now presenting the case for the Election Commission of India. He has responded to the Supreme Court's question regarding the petitioner's claim of the body demanding documents that people don't have. He stated that none of the people concerned are from Bihar, so what basis is the complaint filed on? Joining me on the telecast is also Advocate Fuzail Khan, Supreme Court. Advocate Fuzail Khan, when we're talking about the current arguments that are being made, when we're talking about Rakesh Dwivedi, he's a senior advocate, is now presenting the case for the Election Commission of India. He has stated all the procedures will be followed and all principles of natural justice will be followed. Current arguments that even Sambhav has earlier talked about that are being made currently as the hearing is still underway, and also key highlight on the fact that the Supreme Court has also talked about the fact that it's not the exercise, it's not the issue with the exercise, but the problem is with the timing. What is your perspective on all of these arguments that are being made?
See, as of now, what Sambhav has told us is that there's a special drive, a special intensive drive. So this particular word raises a lot of eyebrows as to the timing. You want to initiate the revision of a voter list of a state which is going into election, a state which is hyper politically active, and you want to initiate something in order to disturb the voter list. It may go this way. But as far as what the senior counsel has stated before the court, that there has been some kind of complaint and they are looking into those complaints. So those complaints, or one complaint or maybe n number of complaints, so they may be mentioning about certain people or about certain set of list. So that can be looked into, but you want to initiate on basis of few complaints. You want to initiate a complete drive in a huge state, in one of the biggest states which is going into election. This is not at all possible at this point of time, because one has to understand that voting is the basic primary right of democracy, and you are hitting a person, hitting a citizen upon his most basic fundamental right. So this has to be looked into by Supreme Court with a lot of caution, because this word is special drive has a lot of meaning. You actually are laying down certain rules. If the election commission is being granted permission by this court, see the kind of effect it's going to have in the state of Bihar and thereafter throughout this country. So every argument, every kind of statement that is being made in court has to be really looked into very wisely by the Honorable Apex Court. And then only the Apex Court will come to a particular decision as to whether they are going to issue notice, whether they're going to issue notice and also going to stay this entire process, or whether they will hear the arguments further also. But I think the court will definitely sit till 4 o'clock, even beyond that, and they may say that it's a part heard and we may look into it tomorrow also or some other day also. But yes, definitely both the sides are having heated exchanges, and it is for the benefit of the citizen of this country. Because definitely whatever will going to come out, if the court says no, the election commission has no right to do this as of now, they can do this only after once the elections are being concluded, then it will be something which will give a relief to not only lakhs of people but crores of voters. But if they say no, this election drive is for a limited purpose, then that will open a Pandora's box.
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.